to another video. If you are new here, hi, I am Georgina and I am basically a channel for all of your nail inspo tutorials, any advice videos, just unboxing, swatching, anything that you could think of that is to do with nails, I post. So welcome to my channel. If you fancy subscribing, that would be amazing. Thank you so much. I hope you are all doing okay and you had a lovely weekend. Now, I don't know about you, but the weather is grim where I am right now. It is so just dull and dark and cold. So I thought that I would carry on with the autumn content because we are well and truly on our way into autumn now. I thought I would do a little top picks video for you guys so that you can see what my favourite picks are for this autumn. Now, some of these colours I have probably got pictures of me using them in different sets. Some of them I might not, but if I have done a set with the colour that I mentioned, I'll pop a little screenshot in with the set that I created with it, just so you can see it in a little bit more detail. But I've got my top picks right here next to me. What I've done is I've kind of sectioned them into different colour brackets, and I will just go through them to go through my top picks for autumn, basically for this year. So I hope you enjoy the video, guys, and we will get straight into it. So like I say, the colours that I've got in front of me, I've just kind of sectioned off into different colour brackets. So we've got some browns, we've got some pinks, some greens, some blues, and I did really have to kind of hold back and try not to pick any more off the shelf because I've got quite a few that I need to go through, and I just absolutely love this time of year for these kind of colours. So the first ones that I'm going to start off with, the blues. So I know that I probably would have normally just kind of stuck with the creams, the browns, the nudes, all that kind of stuff. But I thought I wanted to bring in a few more colours this year into my autumn sets, because I have basically gone through some new colours recently and thought this would be beautiful for autumn. So not just the browns, the creams, the nude kind of colours, just kind of bringing in some different pops of colour in there now as well. So that's kind of my aim for the game this year. I want to kind of try and keep autumn with a little bit of colour in it, but obviously I do love the kind of all the neutrals as well. But what I'll start off with so far is I'll start with the blues. So for my top picks for autumn this year, I have 3 blue colours. So if you watched my unbox and swatch video, you will have seen 2 of these colours. I will link it in the top corner, my unboxing and swatching video for my latest, the gel bottle order. But two of the ones that were in that order are in this video now, and then those 2 are Royal Navy and Fern. So I've done one set with the Royal Navy so far, and I never knew that I needed navy until I added it into my collection. So if you haven't got a navy in your collection yet, then this is a must-have. Royal Navy is an absolute beautiful navy colour, and it is just perfect for autumn. So it is this really dark navy, and it just looks absolutely beautiful on a full set. So this is what I've used it for so far, just a full set. I've not really used it for any nail art yet, but I think it is definitely going to be incoming. And that is one that I haven't got a picture of the set just yet. But there is so much more I want to do with this. I want to be making some colourful blue sets, so maybe using a few little, different kind of blues in there. Maybe using this for like solid colours, and then maybe like on these 2. Some like swirl nails, I think with some other colour blues in there would be absolutely beautiful. And this brings me on to Fern. So Fern I knew would be a personal favourite of mine. As soon as I unboxed it, it was absolutely beautiful and straight on my street. So this is Fern. I have done one set with Fern so far, and it was a set of French tips. So I'll just pop that in a little picture in the top corner so that you can see it. Now, this looked absolutely beautiful with a set of French tips, and I thought it was perfect for around this time of year, especially if you're not wanting to go too kind of neutral just yet. Early into autumn, this colour is absolutely perfect and would be beautiful as a block colour or as a French tip, which I used it in this picture, and I just thought it was an absolute beautiful addition to the collection. Fern is definitely up there with one of my faves for this year. And that brings me on to the last colour of the blues, which is this one right here. This one is Ocean Safari. And I've done a recent set with these with some white swirls, which I didn't get a picture of, but they are is absolutely beautiful. I will have a little look in my archive and see whether I've got any sets with Ocean Safari, just because I know that I have had this for a little bit longer. This is not a new colour, so I might have a little picture in there on my Instagram somewhere of me using Ocean Safari. So if I find one, I'll pop it in. If not, I will get one to you and I will put it up on my Instagram so that you guys can see it. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, it's at the Nail Room by G. I'll pop it down below on the bottom of the screen just so that you can see a little bit more of my sets and the colours in action as well. But yeah, those are my top 3 picks for autumn this year when it comes to blue. Like I say, there is a lot more blues that I absolutely adore, but these 3 were the final 3 that I picked for autumn 2022. So that now brings me on to my greens. I have 2 greens which were my final top picks for this year, which were these 2. I have Bottega and Jungle. So like I say, Bottega is a newish colour. I think I got this maybe in, I think this was in my latest unboxing swatch. It might have been the one before, I'm not too sure. And then Jungle was actually an OG. Jungle was something that I bought when I first rebranded to the gel bottle. I have ruined the top of it a little bit because I think I tried to wipe it with acetone and it's gone a bit rubbish now. That is Jungle. We have a really, really dark forest green, and I will definitely have a picture of Jungle somewhere in my archive. So I will pop a little picture in the corner as and when I find one. And yeah, that is definitely a final contender for my greens this year. It is such a deep, dark green, and I just think it's beautiful for autumn. I've used this, it's been quite popular for French tips this year, and I know that this will definitely be a strong contender for the rest of autumn and especially coming into winter as well. Now, my second is Bottega. Like I say, Bottega has been so popular this year already, and I haven't even had it that long. I think there's probably, around 3 sets on my Instagram already, and I will pop a little screenshot of Bottega in action. I've done design sets with it, I've done full colour sets, and I've done blooming gel sets, I think. But I'll pop them in the corner so that you guys can see it. But Bottega is absolutely beautiful for autumn, I think. Now, I know most people have actually quite liked this for spring, summer. I think it is actually quite an all year round kind of colour that you could use. But I think this is perfect for autumn because it is just the most beautiful colour. Like, I had Rio for summer, and I did mention in one of my other videos that I think that Bottega is like the perfect kind of alternative to Rio, because Rio is kind of like a summery colour, and I think the Bottega is just perfect for autumn. So those are my 2 final top picks for the green category, and they are definitely 2 of my faves for autumn this year. Next, we have 4 contenders that I could not choose from for my brown collection. So my top picks for my browns this year are these 4 beauties here. Like you can see, they are all kind of like different shades. So what I've got is cookie, brunette, tan and chocolate. So I have probably, like I say, got quite a few pictures of these in action, and I will show you, I'll pop a few screenshots in the corner of me using some of these colours. Now, chocolate is absolutely beautiful. It's the darkest one of these 4 that I've chosen. Now, I have got mocha, which is, I did think that I was going to prefer over chocolate, but mocha for me is a little bit too dark. It's like, is it black? Is it brown? You can't really tell. When I swatched it, I've had quite a few people say, oh, is that black? And I'm like, no, it's just a really, really dark brown. So I think that is why chocolate is one above mocha, just because you can see that it's like a little bit, you can see that it's like a really dark brown rather than like it looking borderline black. And it is exactly what it says on the tin. It is a beautiful, beautiful chocolate colour, and this is just one of my personal faves for autumn this year. I think it's going to be really, really popular, and like I say, I have used it on a few nail art sets and a few design sets this year already, and I will, like I say, pop some screenshots in so that you can see them. Now, the next one that I've got is tan, and tan, I'm not going to lie, when I first bought tan, it arrived and I wasn't sure. I thought it was a little bit, I'm not sure, there was just something about it. Like in the bottle, I feel like it looked beautiful. And then when it was on, I just thought, I may have thought it was a little bit orangey. So I kind of swayed away from it last year. But this year I've already started using tan, and I just seem to think that it has a new lease of life. I've given it a chance this year, and I'm actually loving it, especially when it's paired up with some of the other browns. I think that it really stands out, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful colour. I have done some gradients this year already, and these kind of like shades, as you can see, they are all a tiny little bit different and look perfect as a gradient. I did do a recent cow print set that were, can't remember which 5 browns they were, but they'll be on my Instagram for the ones that I used. And the cow print brown gradients, wow, I'll pop a little screenshot in the corner, and it is just, honestly, it was one of my fave sets like so far. I know we're like only just getting into autumn, but oh, honestly, it was beautiful. So yeah, they are my 4 top picks for autumn in the brown. So we've got this one here, top one is Cookie, the bottom one is Brunette. Brunette is a new colour as well, and I actually used that on a set yesterday, which a client had I think it was a mixture of French tip and full block colour, and that was absolutely beautiful. I'll pop a screenshot in there, and this is Brunette. And like I say, the others that I've used are kind of been a part of a gradient, or like some nail art, kind of like abstracty kind of designs. But they are definitely my top picks for browns this year. So we have Cookie, Brunette, Chocolate and Tan, and they are definitely my little finalists for my brown collections for autumn 2022. And then we have the final 2, which are my one of them's pink, one of them's kind of like dark purple, but these 2 have been kind of like the dark horses. So I've had these again since I rebranded to the gel bottle, and last year I feel like they were strong contenders, don't get me wrong, but I think that they were kind of like, they kind of just sat in the background. And then this year I think that they've like been used a lot more, and I feel like when my clients choose them a lot more, I can kind of see the potential a lot more as well. But yeah, these are 2 beautiful colours that I will definitely be using a lot more this autumn. We have Bonanza and Mulberry. So these are 2 of my favourite colours for autumn this year. Like you can see, this is like a really dark, deep purple, and then we have this really, really nice kind of like dusty pink. And like I say, it's not too bright, but it's not too dull, and it is just absolutely perfect for autumn. I'll have a look and see whether I have any pictures using these colours. I think I might have some pictures with the Bonanza, but maybe not Mulberry. But I will have a look and see if I can find any in my archive, and I will pop a little screenshot if I can find any, and I will, yeah, you'll be able to see what they look like in a set. So that is the end of my top picks for autumn. I've actually just thought of an extra one, and I think I'm going to add it in. I've decided. So this colour, I'm going to admit, I ordered and I hated it. It arrived and I was like, oh no, that's really not me. I really, really needed not a chunky gold. I needed a gold colour, and I personally really, really don't like gold. So I kind of put off ordering it for a while. Does anyone else do that, where they're like, oh, I don't like that colour, so I don't want to order it, but you kind of have to order it because, you know, your clients might like it. So I knew that I needed to order a gold, and I am a sucker for the chunky glitters. I think they ombre so nicely, they just look beautiful as a full colour, and they were just like my top tier, and that was kind of what I was after. Now, when I ordered this, I think I was either half asleep when I ordered it, or it looked different on the website, because it's not a chunky glitter at all. So basically, when I ordered this, it arrived and I was like, oh no, that is not cute. I take back my words. I eat my words. Whatever the saying is, I take it back. I take it back, because I have had a few people choose this colour and it looks stunning, like so beautiful. And it is like, I feel like it is one of those colours you either love or you hate. Like, it's a bit, it's called Copper Glow, and it is like this just kind of shimmery coppery colour. And like I say, I realise it is probably like a you love or you hate it kind of colour. But this, a set I did that changed my mind, I did a set with tan, which I'll find here. So these two colours, and the set that I did was a full colour of this, of tan on every nail, and then on 2 nails, the client wanted some swirls with Copper Glow. So kind of like, not like just fine line swirls, kind of like swirls where they were a block colour. So like in the top corner, bottom corner. I wanted them. I really wanted them. I was doing them like, oh my God, these are so cute. And then that was when I realised that I needed to give this colour a second chance. And I have done. And now I eat my words. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Do not judge a book by its cover. I know you might love it or hate it, but Copper Glow, beautiful. I didn't get a picture, which is really annoying, I understand that. But I think I'm going to recreate those for my Instagram anyway, because like I say, I know you guys know that I make content on my own nails for my Instagram. So I think that is going to have to be a picture for the Instagram. So I will update you later down the line when I end up creating that set. But Copper Glow, beautiful. Dark Horse, love it. So now I'm finished. Now I'm finished. I haven't thought of any that I'm like, oh, shall I add that on? So yeah, that means I'm definitely finished. So yeah, they are all of the colours. I mean, I know I said top picks, and I actually chose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. Is that acceptable? I hope that's acceptable. Slightly a lot, isn't it? Anyways, so yeah, they are my top picks for autumn. I have so much more autumn content coming. I can't wait to start the autumn nails and the sets and the new designs and see what trends are coming in. I am planning on doing a autumn nail art video next as well, so that you guys can keep your eyes peeled for that. And yeah, if you got to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. If you could like and subscribe, that would be amazing, and you will get notifications as and when I post. And I hope you have a lovely week, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you. Bye.